Shakespeare said, "To be or not to be? That is the question." Well, that might have been the big question back in 1600, but here during COVID-19, it seems more like the big question is to wear a mask or not wear a mask. I'm going to share with you why and when and where I wear a mask, and you can make your own decision. But if I'm going outside to work in the grass and to work in the weeds and maybe clear out some high grass and weeds, and there's a possibility that I might get poison ivy, I'm going to wear some gloves. Now, some people might laugh at me and say that I'm afraid of poison ivy, but hey, poison ivy isn't going to kill me, but I'd rather not deal with poison ivy. And when I go vacationing, I prefer to stay in nicer hotels because I think there's less likelihood of getting bed bugs. I've never seen a bed bug, so I'm not afraid of bed bugs, but I'd rather not get bed bugs. And when I go into even a nicer hotel, before I unpack my luggage, I'm going to pull back the sheets and look around the pillows to see if I might see a bed bug. And when I go to a doctor's office, I appreciate when the nurse comes in if she puts on new exam gloves before she does any examining, and the same is true with the doctor. And if they're going to use their stethoscope on my bare skin, if they don't wipe it off with an alcohol pad, I'm going to ask them to do that. To me, that's just common sense. That's just caring for being aware of things that you can get that you'd just rather not have. And finally, last but not least, Philippians chapter 2, verse 3 says to think more highly of others than you think of yourself. And so if there's a possibility that I may have been around someone with COVID-19 and I may have picked it up, but I'm at that stage right before I'm even showing any problems of COVID-19 and might pass it on to someone else, then I'm going to wear a mask out of respect for them. And if I go into a place of establishment, a business, and the people there are wearing masks, I'm going to appreciate that. And if they're not, I might not go back. So I'm not afraid of COVID-19. I'm not afraid of poison ivy. I'm not afraid of bed bugs. But I would rather not get any of it, and I would also rather think of other people who might be more susceptible to COVID-19 than I am. That's my reasoning for wearing a mask anytime that I'm around other people, especially if I cannot keep that 6 feet of social distance. So whatever decision you make, that's up to you. That's why I wear a mask. To wear a mask or not to wear a mask, that is the question.